Lazy exercises. Why exercise? So basically, this just comes from the idea of like, you know, there's a lot of people out there with the whole body positivity stuff, which is cool and all, until it's not, right? Um, they're promoting a, just stay unhealthy type of mindset where instead of like, you could be big, but be healthy, that'd be different, right? I'm a big guy myself. But the thing I'm trying to point out here is that don't treat like exercise or gym or even eating healthier, right? Eating healthier options. It's like a solution to a problem, or that you're fat, right? Or your current health. Well, you're fat specifically. Let's just focus on fat. See it as complete as a like a problem that needs to be solved, or a problem that other people have, right? Because the thing is, a lot of people are making it negative, more negative than it needs to be. Yes, fat is unhealthy. We have large amounts of it because it's just unnecessary weight that puts strains on your body. So it's like you're constantly wearing weights, a whole bunch of 40-pound plates, constantly walking around with that. You wouldn't walk around carrying heavy weights unless that's your thing. Walking around carrying 45, pound dumbbells or something, right? But realistically, you wouldn't want to be going around sitting with a whole bunch of weight on, standing with a whole bunch of weights, going to bed to a whole bunch of weights, going upstairs with a whole bunch of weights, right? You typically don't do that. But you do when you have a whole bunch of body fat, because that's just weight. It's just a whole bunch of unnecessary weight that you're carrying. Now, I'm not saying you gotta get small or skinny or whatever. That's your choice, right? It's up to you what you want to do. I do, however, will always point out that I rather you be big and strong than big and weak. Those are two negatives. You're big for no reason. Like there's no purpose of being big. There's no useful functionality for being heavy because you're not using it for anything. It's not like you're, like a sumo wrestler or you use that weight to help push something or something like that. Like you have all that weight for nothing. It's the same thing as like having muscles but don't use it for anything, right? Or having like a spatula but you never cook or something like that. You know what I mean? Like it makes no sense to have something you never use for anything, right? I do believe it's better to have something and not need it than to need it and not have it. But no one really needs fat, especially when you're hungry, you can always eat. So there's no need to keep an unnecessary or large amount of fat. No one say you can't have fat on your body. Obviously, it'd be very difficult to have zero fat on your body, and that's just unnecessary. That's also unnecessary having way too little fat, just like it's unnecessary having way too much fat. But point is don't get fatter. Is what I'm saying. Since the fat itself is unnecessary, there's no reason to allow yourself to keep getting bigger. Like I wouldn't give people the advice of like, hey, stop eating your favorite foods. I mean, technically, the stuff we eat it's not really food; it's products. That's a different story. But the point is, I wouldn't tell people like to stop eating McDonald's or something like that. I would recommend, right, suggest that they could give it up, right, or at least eat less of it. But I wouldn't tell them like just flat out just stop eating that and just start eating carrots or something. That's too extreme and that's too unnecessary. Just like having too much fat is unnecessary, right? And going to the gym is not just for people who are trying to lose weight. It's definitely not just for people who are in shape. You know, gym is for everybody. Working out's for everybody. Because again, it's all about your body. You go to the gym for a reason, which is to use your body to do stuff so that way your body does stuff like get stronger, get slimmer, right? Um, get less lazy, right? Get energy, right? So you gain energy. There's actually some mental health benefits to the gym. A lot of people know it because they go to the gym, but there actually is some mental health benefits to it because it's a mind body connection that happens because your muscles react and move based off of your mind, right? Based off of your thoughts. So when you start lifting weights, you're thinking of lifting weights and your body does it. So there's a mind body connection there, and that does help improve your mentality. Your brain is as much as a muscle as any other muscle, so that's why any type of stimulation for your brain, anything that gets you thinking, makes your mind stronger and better. Just like thinking of, oh, I got 5 more reps, got to keep going, 5 more reps, right? That that thought of 5 more reps is going to have a positive effect on your mind. But then back to the thing is, like, I was at a scenario where I was like getting close to 400 pounds. It was like, yeah, I'm not, I don't make too big of a deal being a big guy. Not necessarily saying I want to be big or like being big. I'm just saying it's like I'm used to it, but I do prefer to be in better shape. And it's like I'm getting too big, and it didn't even feel like I was eating too much to a point where I should be getting big. It's like, why am I getting bigger when it feels like I'm eating pretty much the same thing all the time? But that's the thing. I got on the scale, noticed that I was heavier than I thought I was, and I was like, no, 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 let's not do that. Let's go back. Let's go back to a lower weight. So you could choose a weight. My ideal weight is 300. I'm close to that. Um, and like I said, I was close to 400. Like about a year or two ago. So it's like, nope, can't wake up one day and be like 500 pounds all of a sudden. And the funny thing is, I don't feel the size. I don't feel the weight. I feel like I'm 110 pounds, but I'm not. That's the thing. Just because I feel like it doesn't mean I am. I can move like I'm 110 pounds, but I'm not. So logically, it's like, yeah, the mirror says different, the scale says different. You know, even when I see video recordings of myself, like, damn, I look bigger than I actually see myself because I don't see all of me. So it's like, all right, gotta slim down. You know, so lifting weights, working out, first and foremost should be the goal. It shouldn't be like, oh, I'm doing this because I'm trying to lose weight. It should be, I'm doing this because I want my body to be active. I want my body to move. I want my body to be stronger. The first thing is strength. Like I said, don't be fat and weak. That's two negatives. Have a negative and a positive at least, right? If you're fat, fine, right? That's gonna take time to fix, right? So the thing that's the easiest and the fastest to fix is your weakness. So get strong. So this is why I encourage people in general to like start exercising. Walking is exercise. Moving around at work or in your house, cleaning the house, right? That's exercise. Just moving more. Get an exercise bike and just ride it for like 10 minutes while on TikTok or watching a movie or something. You know, walk. Walk around your house, your room, whatever, your neighborhood. That's the thing. Most people don't get out much. Go outside, walk around your neighborhood, see what's going on out there, right? You live in the neighborhood, you might as well know what it looks like, right? So exercise, right? Move. Some people don't even think that walking is exercise, but it is. They think cleaning their house is not exercise, but it is. And the list goes on. It's because you're constantly burning calories, you're constantly working. The thing is, your body is always trying to get you in shape. It's always trying to put you in a better uh, shape, better health. But your choices of what you put in your body keeps counteracting that. And that's just more of a mental thing. Like you mentally think like, yeah, you know what, I'll eat these cookies, even though you're not hungry, you just want to eat them. It's like, oh, I like Oreo cookies, let me eat them. Like, but you're not hungry. You don't actually need it, but you eat it anyway, right? And that's what adds on the pounds. So of course, learning about calorie deficits and learning about counting calories. So that way, because the funny thing, I literally look like at the vending machine and see like a couple of bags of chips and see like some of them are 100 calories, 200 calories, but then I see some that are like 400, 500 calories. Like, damn, if I went based off of taste or what I like, I'm more likely to grab those 500 calorie chips. And for what? Just to add an extra 300 to 400 calories into my body that I don't need when I could eat the low calorie chips instead. So then, I make decisions based off of that, which is way better than just like make a decision based off of taste. Especially if I don't need to eat it. It's just like, oh, I just want a snack because I'm bored. Then snack on something with low calories. That way it doesn't literally negatively affect you. Just just food for thought.